12 years of my school studies has been in 7 different cities and different schools. Of course, the school was same, but it was in 7 different cities.
Okay.
My own philosophy is basically that always stay hungry.
Okay.
Stay hungry in terms of the knowledge which is available in your domain and which is not even available.
Talking about the young generation, is there any specific tip that you have for them?
First, lead yourself with discipline, integrity and transparent. Second thing is that versatility and mobility. So this is very, very closer to my heart. The third input I would go, be responsible for your own growth. Last tip that irrespective of your function in the organization, be aware of the changing energy landscape.
From shop floor realities to boardroom decisions, our guest today has seen and shaped the full arc of HPCL's people journey. Over 3 decades, he has led across the HR spectrum, building practical, people-centric HR practices that unlock talent, strengthen capability, and accelerate organizational growth. We welcome Shri Neelesh Khulbe, Executive Director, Employee Relations and Special Projects. A postgraduate in business administration and applied economics, a certified behavioral assessor and level 1 corporate coach, he brings a rare blend of academic rigor and on-ground insights. His learning ethos spans the advanced management program at ESCP Business School, Paris, leadership pathways like Akshay Path and Periscope, and service on the board of Hindustan Biofuels. Today, we explore how thoughtful HR design and consistent execution can lift both employees and the enterprise. Hello sir, and welcome to HP Unplugged. Sir, we have done so many interviews, and in that there is one consistent feedback which we have been getting from the employees, that what is the company doing, what are the various interventions that the company is doing for their growth, and being a very senior HR professional, who better than you to answer that question, sir?
Yeah, thank you, Sudipto. First of all, let me tell you, I'm very much thrilled and excited to be part of this initiative. Now, coming to your very specific question that what company is planning to do for the career growth of the employees in terms of practices and policies. So, let me tell you, see, human beings inherently, the growth has been the part of his DNA, right from the days of when we were hunter, then agriculture producer, to the present day human beings. The growth has been there. But in terms of organizational growth and the individual aspiration, a good HR design policy has to see a convergence of both of them.
Okay.
While doing this convergence, there are certain human issues like the people in different stages of their lifestyle, that also design should take part in that. Now, how an organization design this thing? The organization will design after taking into these considerations in terms of defined career paths.
Okay.
Then there will be certain policies on internal mobility, versatility. A good design of career growth should also take into consideration the learning and development requirement of the corporation. Then a blend of all this will lead into a succession planning and a leadership pipeline. Coming to very specific things, we have got already a very robust performance management system, which is coupled with very good learning and development initiatives programs.
Okay.
Now, this is a continuous evolution. The evolution in terms of human beings, Gen Z, millennials, baby boomer, they had different kind of aspirations. That is one. Second thing, the country's economic growth is also undergoing a different change. In the last 10 years, in terms of total GDP, I think we have added one India to that. So that is one growth story.
Okay.
Third thing is that there is a greater, we are in the fossil fuel business. There is a greater thrust towards environmental and sustainability issues. So all these things keep on harping us and keep on instigating us, and they act as a catalyst for revising our promotion policy. At present, what the corporation is planning to do, there is a greater focus on the TCT, that is on technical competency test of junior level employees. And that is not basically will be considered as a part of their merit ranking, but that will be qualifying in nature.
Okay.
But while it will be qualifying in nature, the people who are excelling, There are certain numbers, I don't know right now, it may be more than 90, they will be getting certain advantages.
Okay.
That is for the junior management. I will tell you, Sudipto, there is a greater correlation between technical competency and the way the things are performed at the field. That I will come to, and I will later on also revisit that. For the middle level also we are introducing a concept of competency assessment. Now, in my various interaction with my colleagues, with my seniors and all, the people are asking what is this competency assessment. So let me tell you, Sudipto, this is nothing new. Competency assessment for middle level officer was also a part of our HRD. The thing is that that competency assessment was being done by the reporting officer,
Okay.
and that was his perspective about his reportee.
Right.
No, that was not multi-dimensional, and then there was no visibility to the reporting officer.
Correct.
Now, what we are designing, we are capturing these competency in a structured framework. There is a competency framework for E and F grade people, and this competency will be captured in a structured framework through assessment centers.
Okay.
And then the visibility will be there for the officer. The officer can also see his or her competency
Okay.
scores, and then that will be a good input for himself also for his own learning and development.
Okay.
So basically, and for the senior level, you know that different kind of functional competencies are required, and we may going forward may introduce a concept of CFD kind of people assessing the suitability of the person, not only in terms of his promotions,
Okay.
also in terms of the placements.
Placements, okay.
Yeah, these are
a
the
particular role that to be given.
Very, very correct. The particular role where he or she fits in. So these are the basically broad changes where the company is thinking.
Okay. So, sir, like you said, the junior management that you are assessing on the technical thing.
Yeah.
So, in the middle management, beyond technical, what are we assessing in that?
Actually, this is the question which should be in minds of everyone in terms of knowledge and awareness of this competency framework for the junior also, because they will be assessed on that. See, each company has got his own competency framework. Even HPCL also, we have got a competency framework, and then competency framework is also kept on revising. So basically, competency framework revolves around the leadership qualities, and then they are contextualized to HPCL context.
So, behavioral part of it.
These are basically behavioral, and these are basically leadership is like drive for excellence, drive for results. Those some of the example, how you lead change.
Okay. So, those are the parts of
These
the
are the competency framework. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir. Another thing that, that we would like to ask is that, most of our viewers of this episodes are employees with below 10 years of experience or 10 years of experience. So, what are the basic interventions that HR is doing for the retention of these employees in the corporation, so that the attrition rate goes down and they are in the corporation for a longer period of time? So, some of them you explained in the previous question, but what are the other interventions that our company is doing?
Sudeep, so let me tell you, if we compare our retention rate with some of our private peers and the private companies and all, that you will find that the retention rate is very, very low compared to that. In fact, our retention rate is not even 3% of the total population.
Attrition or retention?
Attrition rate.
Attrition
rate is not even this thing. So that is not a big problem. But if you calculate this attrition rate in the first 5 years of service of the people, or maybe in the first 3 years, then this rate is quite high.
Okay.
And that is not the area of concern to me or to the company. But then even that attrition, if it is taking place of the people who are good raters, then it's a question that it has to be revisited.
Okay.
One of the major reasons for attrition of any person is basically the boss. That is a classical theory says. That may not be totally applicable in case of PSUs and particularly in case of HPCL. One major thing for retention or for attrition is that how the person find his or her job fit.
Okay.
That is a major thing. The research has shown that. Now, for that, what we have done, at the time of recruitment itself, we are focusing on the competency, both technical as well as the behavioral competency framework.
Okay.
So, officers who are subjecting themselves to our assessments and those who are applying for HPCL jobs and all, they are being checked on the competency framework. So, greater the fit, the greater will be their retention. That is one thing. Second thing, when they are joining the company, we have got a robust summer base. And the summer base, if you see, you have been part of this company, every 2 years we are revisiting the summer base depending on the requirement. So that is giving us good dividend. And after they are inducted in the corporation, then we have got a long-term 2 to 3 years mentorship program.
Okay.
And then they can, and mentorship is nothing to do with your coaching and training.
Okay.
And basically all the mentors, they are not, they are reporting officers. So
They're from outside.
They are from other SBUs.
Okay.
Sometimes we prefer that this would be from the same division like marketing, refining and all,
Okay.
due to certain obvious reason, but they may be from different SBUs. And then we have got different engagement platforms like Uvantage we have got, where a lot of youths, they get engaged. Those things we have got. We have got a very good attractive employee growth plans, where after putting certain year of service, the employees, they can go for higher education in the field of their choice, which can be of interest to them.
Yeah, that's a lot of people are actually taking up those courses and doing their masters in that PG diploma.
Yes,
in that.
Sudipto,
Yeah. Sir, another thing that, for example, we recruit an engineer from during his college or after the exams that they give, and based on which qualities they are assessed for, maybe for marketing or for refinery, because you said that they're based on their behavioral as well as their technical skills, the recruitment team is assessing for them to be placed on a particular stream. So what are the various behaviorals that somebody that the company is looking into an officer?
Sudipto, see, as a corporation, we have decided this behavioral competency framework, whether it is for refinery, whether it is for marketing, and whether it is for corporate function, will be same. So we are following a same kind of behavioral framework. Now coming to allocation of engineers to different stream, basically this chemical engineers and instrumentation, they generally go to refineries. And other mechanical, civil, electrical, they are allotted marketing division. There, of course, there are certain officers of mechanical, electrical stream who go to refinery in maintenance, but that is basically depending on their interest also shown during Samavesh.
Okay, during Samavesh and the interview.
In the interview, and yeah, very correct, Sudipto. And one more thing, see, at the time of interview, the head of the interview panel, he also expresses his own assessment, not based on competency framework itself, but based on his or her assessment. That where the person is likely to be more fit.
Okay, so a continuous assessment is going on of the officer right from the recruitment till the Samavesh, for you to understand that which stream the officer fits in correctly.
Yeah, in other words, his fit.
His fit, his fit. So that he's also enjoying the work that he goes into.
Yeah, and Sudipta, as I told you, actually this job fit is a major contributor to retention of any employee.
Right, correct. So it is very important that he also finds it good and he's happy to work in this environment. Sir, next the question that we want to understand is about disciplinary framework that we have, the disciplinary rules that we have, because guardrails only enable freedom. So what would you like to say about that?
Okay, actually this is very, very interesting question. So a lot of my junior officers, lot of officers who are in the marketing, when I interact with them, they have got certain apprehension about the CDA rules. Sir, wo CDA rules hai, CVC guidelines hai, so that sometimes inhibits my working and all. So my advice to them at that time, and here a large group of people are seeing, advice is that just imagine you are driving a BMW where the design capacity is 180 km per hour.
Okay.
Now if that vehicle is given to you in a good road and all, would you like to drive that vehicle at 180 km per hour? The answer will be yes. If the design capacity of the car allows that, the roads are capable.
Correct.
But then if there are no brakes, how many of us, immediately that maybe people like Michael Schumacher and all, if you leave them, nobody will be able to drive.
Correct.
So now, see, this CDA rules are akin to providing the brake. What CDA rules says, basically they are broadly, they will tell you do's and don'ts in terms of behavior and in terms of your conduct, and they protect the corporation from breach of any privileged information about IP, and they set up the boundaries for all of us. See, in a way, I would say youngster, because in our days that social media interaction availability was not there. Then be very, very careful. While you are welcome to engage yourself in various social media platform, but when it comes to certain government policies, commenting on government policies, commenting on company's internal policy, be careful. So anything which is contra to country's belief or the company's belief is strictly no. That is one thing. Second thing that nowadays a lot of officers they approach me, my department, for participating in certain kind of events. Now see, the event is purely academic in nature.
Okay.
And it has got no other overtones and all. So you are free to go there. But anything which entitles you to getting certain kind of honorarium or certain kind of material, so then as per the relevant clause, I would request all of them to please take proper permission from the competent authority. So these are the things which will basically increase their managerial and operational effectiveness.
Okay. Sir, building upon the answer that you gave on the guardrails and the CDA rules, the current generation are very good content creators. They are creating content which is getting a lot of popularity on various social media handles, and there is a possibility of them getting it monetized and earning a certain amount of it. So, what are the specific rules that we have, and is there a way of them getting an approval from a specific authority to continue their activity on content creation and getting it monetized?
Yeah, so Deepto, actually this is a question for which I may not be able to give you a ready-made answer. Let me give you a perspective. There is a clause in the CDA which says that any officer shall not engage in any private trade. Now, just think why that was there.
Okay.
If any one of us is engaged in some private trade where there is some monetary consideration, that means certain amount of my energy and my efforts will go towards that. So maybe I will not be able to put entire efforts for the corporation requirement.
Right.
That is one aspect of that. Now, when it comes to second aspect, when these kind of CDA rules were designed, and maybe when the DPE came out with the model CDA rules on which our CDA rules are based, these things were not even envisioned. Now, considering the new generation which is coming and considering that these things are inevitable, all this is a very good input to our leadership and to me also personally, because I am engaged in this activity, and we will definitely, Sudipto, we will revisit and we will come out with certain guidelines. But thanks for bringing it to my notice.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. Sir, we are talking about the young generation. So, is there any specific tip that you have for them to give them a perspective and a guidance in their career forward?
Yeah, so Deepto, I have spent around 33 years in this corporation. I have come from the time when there were typewriters on our tables. I have seen the HR scenario and to this present. So I would consider myself as one person who is entitled to give these kind of tips to the younger generation. My first advice, or you can take it as a tip, that we all want to lead, whether it is a business, whether it is political scenario, whether our own life. So that what is the first step to lead? Lead yourself.
Okay.
And then how do you lead yourself? So whatever you are delivering, are you delivering in time? Are you delivering it with transparency? Are you delivering with integrity? So pose those questions to yourself. And then first lead yourself with discipline, integrity and transparent. That will give you automatically certain kind of behavioral inputs to lead other people. Second thing is that versatility and mobility. So this is very, very closer to my heart. And versatility and mobility. See, this versatility and mobility in terms of exposure to different functions, different SBUs and different geographies, basically build a very, very strong foundation for any leader. And this has been proven time and again across different kind of function. The third input I would go, be responsible for your own growth. Now, this contribution when it comes to learning and development, a lot of people say, what are the company's initiatives and all? Of course, company's initiative will be there, but then this is a 100-100 partnership. Company, corporation will provide it 100%. Employee has to be responsible for its own growth. So here I will tell from my example, when you are responsible for your own growth, you deliver by taking initiative. And then when you deliver by taking initiative, and delivering it, the question is that not taking initiative only. Last step, that irrespective of your function in the organization, be aware of the changing energy landscape. Be aware of the sustainability issues. Be aware of the different kind of energy we are in. Then be aware of the social obligations of the corporation.
So constantly upgrading yourself for
beyond your immediate domain of work.
Thank you, sir, for your answer. From your answer, one thing that comes to my mind is the aspect of versatility and mobility that you spoke of. Now, it has always been a conflict, sir. At one basket there is versatility and mobility, and in another basket there is subject matter expert who is an expert of his field. So, how do we marry these two for the corporation's growth and for the employees' growth?
Actually, this is a dilemma to decision maker and the policy maker. There can be certain areas where high degree of domain expertise are required, maybe in certain areas of refinery, maybe in certain areas of R&D. It can be certain areas of lube like packaging and all.
Correct.
There I agree the person with a long tenure in his or her domain will help. But maybe after 15-20 years, even those people needs to be rotated and they have to move it. And then let me again reiterate, this versatility and mobility, they lay very, very strong foundation. Actually, basically, Sudipto, if you see this versatility and mobility give a lot of operational insight. And when you are heading a team, maybe at the level of CGM and ED, you have to have an operational insight into how my purchase functions, how my HR functions, and that increase the managerial effectiveness.
Correct. They need to know about everything, little bit of everything,
yes,
so that
they get a lot of operational insight into different functioning.
Right, right. Sir, now we go into a very pertinent questions. Under the leadership of Director HR, we have started Center of Excellence in HR, and there have been many initiatives that we have taken for taking the growth of employees and the overall growth of the corporation. So, if you have to pinpoint on say one initiative which has truly transformed the corporation and the employees, which one it would be and how it is?
Okay, let me tell you the concept of COE. See, this concept of COE is again linked with versatility and mobility. It goes beyond one's own domain area. Like in HR, you are aware, we have got certain verticals like manpower planning, talent sourcing, learning development, all. The officers who are involved, particularly the officer up to salary grade F, they are basically stuck up in a routine activities there. Now this COE concept which has been conceptualized in HPCL by our Director HR is basically one COE of manpower planning or any COE of any vertical like employee relation will have the people from different areas. The first thing is that they will come to know what is happening in different areas. They will get certain operational insight of the different areas. So that is a very great concept. One of the outcomes, there have been many great outcomes. One of the outcome is the introduction of E0 grade.
Correct.
Now this, Sudipto, this E0 grade was available right from 1997. But this was not being leveraged by most of the PSU. Now it has given a lot of benefit to the organization. This the advantage of this introduction of E0, which was basically output of COE deliberations and all, these will be visible in the near future.
So is it only HPCL who has done this E0 right now?
I would say yes, we have taken the lead.
Okay. Okay. So
others are following. Yes, we have taken the lead.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Now we come to the last phase of the interview where we discuss about your career and your experience of 33 years. You have given certain tips to our youngsters from your stint in 33 years in HPCL. So what are the driving factors? What are your principles that has carried you forward all these years in HPCL?
I think this will be apt on my part to tell about my philosophy based on my journey in this company. As you are aware, my journey has been more than 3 decades. And then if it comes to HR, maybe except with the exception of learning and development, I have handled all the portfolio, right from manpower planning, then talent sourcing, then field HR, I was there for a long time, then administration, then employee relations, HR, legal, service matters, entire gamut of compensation management, right from design, implementation, interacting with the government authorities, entire thing I have seen. My own philosophy is basically that always stay hungry. Stay hungry in terms of the knowledge which is available in your domain and which is not even available. Try to explore sources where the knowledge will be available. Nowadays it is much easier. In my time it was quite difficult. But that is first my philosophy. Second thing is that versatility and mobility. And that comes from some my background also. If you are interested, I will inform that also to my audience.
Yeah, you have come from a army background. So
yes, very
can you just
yeah, it's very interesting. In fact, 12 years of my school studies has been in 7 different cities and different schools. Of course, the
Okay.
school was same, but it
Okay.
was in 7 different cities.
Okay.
And then I found it very exciting. The same goes here. In the initial 15-20 years of my, I was in a location not more than 4 years.
Okay.
And it was different geographies. It was in West Zone, it was in North Zone, it was
Okay.
in East Zone. Second thing is that embrace versatility and mobility as it comes to you. Maybe there are some personal challenges and all. I am not going into that. That is second thing. Third thing is that collaborate versus compete.
Okay.
So this is very, very important thing. Here, while I am not saying to give in to others' requirement, you should have trust in your own abilities
Okay.
when it comes to collaborate. But then develop idea of gaining others' perspective
Okay.
and leverage on other strength. When you are working on the team, there are the people who come with a lot of strength. Leverage on other strength. Try to understand the other perspective. So that is the third thing.
So like everybody in the team has certain things to give in,
Yes,
collaborate
given.
everything and then lead it.
Yeah, and then if you want to collaborate, these things come. Next thing I will tell, be very, very patient. So sometimes the results doesn't come immediately. But my philosophy is that nothing which is invested seriously goes waste.
Right.
And sometimes the result may not come to you, but that experience will give you head start somewhere else. The last tip I will give you, see, in our college, immediately we get certain kind of results, grade, semester, rankings and all.
Correct.
Immediately the results are obvious, and that too in a very, very objective manner. In corporate life it may not be.
Okay.
See, there will be certain subtle signals which come to you. So as a smart person, you should be able to capture those subtle from the environment in which you are operating.
Thank you, sir, for coming for this interview and giving your precious time. I am sure that our viewers will be gaining a lot of insights from all the perspective that you have placed in front of us in terms of your own personal growth, in terms of the company's growth and how to take this forward. We are truly privileged to have you. Thank you once again, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Sudipto. The privilege was mine also.
Thank you, Shri Neelesh Khulbe, for reminding us that careers and companies grow on the twin pillars of versatility and mobility. Your lens on people-centric HR shows how expanding skills and moving across context compounds value for employees and for HPCL. This is HP Unplugged. Until next time, keep learning, moving and growing.